Check.
20 years have passed, and with all the acquired experience after more than 14 deliveries, and especially after some failed experiments, Konami is looking to come back to the origins of the series with this Ambition Edition, in which is expected to satisfy the loyal fans of the series and attract new audiences, especially recover those fans who decide to play with the other team. If something has made great Pro Evolution Soccer over the years and has made it different from other soccer games, is without doubt the perfect gameplay. And of course, Pro Evolution Soccer 16 is not the exception to the rule. This is a soccer title 100% orientated to the simulation, so everything is designed for lovers of the most beautiful sport in the world, and obviously to feel like they are on the field next to their favorite soccer star. The basis of the gameplay remains the same as it was introduced since Pro Evolution Soccer 2014, but with many improvements, especially the system of collision and the fluency of the animations, which makes the game much more dynamic and eliminates completely incompetence of the movements of the players from the last year's edition. The controls also have been optimized and now respond much better to our instructions. Something that will appeal to older fans of the series is the fact that the developers have chosen a control system based on the classic games of the series. The physics of the game are great, and it's one of the strongest points. The system of collision allows very convincing clashes and disputes to get the ball, when players can easily push smaller ones when they are playing for the ball. This certainly adds the feeling of realism and fluency or strategy in the game when we decide to place players in a certain position of the field. The famous system player ID is back, which seeks to represent as closely as possible the performance of the most emblematic players who have appeared in the title, imitating their most famous moves like the driven of Messi, the sprinting of Robben, or the close game of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Un hombre de su poderío, de su calidad, de su visión, no puede vivir solo dentro del área.
But everything is not perfect, and unfortunately the AI of the goalkeeper is not as good as it should be. On many occasions, they will launch in a dramatic way for an easy catchable ball, causing they get in a bad position and putting in danger the goal. And in long-distance shots, they react a little late, making any shot from outside an opportunity to make a goal. Pro Evolution 2016 offers a good variety of game modes, from a simple local or online friendly match, or the possibility to play a complete tournament from the leagues with license the title has. Other mode that cannot be missed is the traditional Master League, in which we will assume the technical direction of one club and we will have to take it from the modest beginning in the lowest divisions to reach glory in the most prestigious of the international tournaments, obviously taking charge of all the aspects of the team, from the signings, lineups, tactical order, preseason management and training. If the Master League seems not enough, it also have the ambitious online mode called My Club, where we have total control of the team, and not just in soccer aspects. We also be concerned about the club's finances and management of the contracts, players and coaches. One of the lack of the Pro Evolution Soccer in the story of the series has been the lack of official licenses by many of the players and teams, so it's really common to face that Chelsea has renamed as London FC, or the legendary Mexican striker Hugo Sanchez appears as Uno Sánchez. To solve this, we have a huge edit mode where we will be able to change the name of the teams and players, uniforms, colors, stadiums, logos, and even the flags of the fans. We cannot consider Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 like a real simulator without a visual section that will convince us that we are witness of one real soccer game. Fortunately, Konami took advantage of the famous Fox engine, introducing the most realistic modeling of players never seen until today in a soccer title. Not everything in life is Metal Gear.
Impresionante disparo, imparable.
Every movement of the player seems very realistic and natural, like your favorite athletes will respond in the field, with extraordinary animations like where their bodies become arched when impacting the soccer ball with their head, or the position when they execute a shot to a goal. That is the nearest thing to reality that have been seen in a game of this type. The facial expression of the players are very good and varied, from the celebration after a goal, as well as their sorrows from missing a clear shot. They look as authentic as in a real game. In contrast, there are other elements that they are not as good, like the grass, which continues to be a simple low-resolution texture, and the hair of the less famous players. Both aspects gives the impression that they were less worked and still looking as titles from the past generation.
Contra Chile. Soy su servidor Cristian Martinoli. Aquí me acompaña Luisito García.
Saludos, señor Martinoli. Estoy sumamente...
We could define the sound effects of Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 just as accurate. Nothing stands out too much, but enough for the task. During the matches, in addition to typical sound effects of sport games, such as the impact of the ball or the screams of the players and the technical director, we can hear the chants of the fans, which change according to the teams we have selected, and they help representing faithfully the atmosphere we can find in a stadium. To make more pleasant our scrolling between the menus, the game presents some themes of bands like Royal Blood, Roy Wave, Saint Motel, and of course, the inevitable We Will Rock You by Queen. However, it seems that the number of songs is very small, and considering that we spend a lot of time navigating between the menus, to hear the same songs over and over again can bother you. In conclusion, Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 is an excellent soccer simulator and the best delivery of the recent years. Despite it still have some flaws, developers have been able to learn from the past mistakes and have managed to make a good balance between complexity and fun. The lack of official FIFA license could keep away some people, but the complete editing system and especially the most elaborate game system make Pro Evolution Soccer 2016 a football experience you will not find anywhere else.
De 2 goles. El árbitro pita es el final del primer tiempo.
We hope you liked this review and don't forget to check out the description box. Give it a like, comment, share, visit crossover.com.mx and of course, keep playing!